there's rent expense for the year as well as there's prepaid rent. You have to apply accrual concepts. Paid or not, as expense should be considered for the year value. It is given building rented on 1st October 21 and paid 400,000 as rent for the period in 30th September 2022. Think first agreement started rent agreement from 1st October 2021 and paid 30th September 2022. For this period as a rent paid only 400,000. Think rent agreements. And second agreements on 1st October 22 paid 600,000, period end 30th September 2022. Therefore end of the 30th September 22, for that period paid as rent expense 600,000. This is rent agreements. But accounting period end of the 31st March 2023. Our accounting period end of the 31st March 23. Therefore think accounting period. This is accounting period. Accounting period end of the 31st March 23. It means beginning of the 1st April 2022 based on periodicity concept. This is a financial account. Information should be provided annually. End of the accounting period 31st March 23. But then this is rent agreements. First agreement and second agreements. There's how much should be considered as expense for this financial year. Right. Now you have to recognize from first agreement. Think first agreement end 30th September 22. Therefore relevant for this financial year how many months? From first agreement and from second agreements. Think first agreement end 30th September 22. Therefore from this date to this date relevant for first agreements, and from this date to this date relevant for second agreements for this financial year. Think first April 2022 to 30th September 22, 6 months relevant for from first agreements. From second agreements also from this day to this date relevant for 6 month period. Therefore as expense should be considered from first agreement 6 month value and from second agreement 6 month value. Think how many months relevant for this financial year. Therefore 400,000 into 6 over 12 as well as 600,000 second agreement also 6 over 12. Therefore here will be equal 200,000 and here will be equal 300,000. Therefore this is value should be considered as expense. Therefore expense equal 500,000. And there's prepaid rent also they ask. Think from second agreements relevant for this financial only 6 months. Balance 6 months is not relevant. But paid for entire year 6 months relevant for this financial year. Balance 6 months. From this date to this date 6 months is not relevant. Therefore prepaid value equal. There's prepaid. Think from second agreements 6 months is not relevant for this financial year. It is relevant for next financial year. Therefore this is value should be considered as a prepaid rent. There's rent expense and prepaid rent. Think from first agreement relevant for this financial year 6 months. From second agreement relevant for this financial year 6 months. Therefore as expense should be considered from 400,000 into 6 month period. From 600,000 into 6 over 12. But from second agreements 6 months relevant for this financial year and balance 6 months is not relevant for this financial year but paid total value. Therefore 6 months prepaid. As expense should be considered 500,000 and as prepaid rent should be considered 300,000. Therefore here answer equal expense answer is the fourth one. Think rent expense equal 500,000 and prepaid rent equal 300,000.